Welcome back. This is PTSD video blog September. Let's see here. It says 23rd of 2012. I know I haven't done one of these in a couple of days. Well, 12, 13, 11, something like that. It's been a minute. Been over a week. Been a little busy between school and a number of other things. I've been fighting like this inner kind of turmoil. I don't know exactly how to describe it. Uh, it's kind of like a yin and yang, like um, two sides of a whole, two sides of a coin, um, fighting just to like figure out who's going to be in charge and whatnot. It's not like two different personalities. It's more like two sides of my psyche. Best I can describe it. There's the me side, the side that everybody sees, the side that, you know, everybody kind of has gotten to know. And then there's the other side of me, the darker side, the evil side, the sadistic side. But that's also the side that doesn't back down. That's the side that doesn't take anything from anyone. I don't know, that's the quote unquote bad boy side. Um, it's getting rough. It's getting hard to like separate the two. Um, 'Cause I'm not like that. I'm I'm really mellow. I'm really easygoing. Uh, Cooking, like I said, is my escape from everything. It's how I cope. It's how I make sense of everything. But it's getting to be a lot harder. Hold on. It's like almost 9 o'clock at night right now, so I'm a little tired. Um, I don't know. I don't know how to describe this. It's strange. Um, I guess what I'm having trouble with is like figuring out who I am, and I guess this is the part in my therapy, where I need to define that. Um, you know, it's and these videos have helped tremendously. They've given me insight. It's like verbal word vomit for me. Because I do say what's on my mind, and I do kind of open up because I don't. There's nobody else really here. It's just me in front of a camera, you know, putting everything out there for the ether. Um, but lately, I've come to realize a few things, and some of those things I'm not exactly happy with. Like the way I've treated some people. Um, but what the past can't be undone at all. Uh, and I hope you guys realize that what happened in the past is in the past. We can't go back and fix mistakes. So we just need to chalk them up as learning experiences, so they don't eat us alive. Um, which a lot of us probably have a hard time grasping. I mean, even after we've been out for a while, we still make mistakes that just don't make sense to us later on in life, and they can eat us up. It's like a woulda, shoulda, coulda situation, and you know, no matter what we do, we can't change the situation. Um, like they say, what's done is done. Um, there's been a lot going on over in the Middle East over a movie. Um, I think it's kind of funny that they're protesting this video or this movie, and they're doing the exact same things that the movie said they do, which I find rather comical. They're just proving a point. But back to my original topic. I get sidetracked easy. Like I said, verbal word vomit just popped into my head for some reason. But fighting this inner battle, it's Lauren's noticed it. She says I've pulled back, I've gotten distant, and I guess in a way I have. I guess now, it's time for me to define who I am and figure out exactly, who I am as a person in a number of ways, because I thought I had that down, and now lately I'm not so sure. A good friend of mine brought up a good point about another person I know and somebody he's very close friends with, that was geeky, awkward, and just kind of strange. And then he created this persona, this character, and when he was this person, he felt like himself. Like, he threw himself into this person. And, became this eccentric person, this person that is quite strange, but quite entertaining at the same time, and quite brilliant in a lot of ways. And Boo, you're fucking amazing for that. You dropped a brick in my lap, and I appreciate that. But I can't throw myself into a character. I can't become another person because I don't have a stage. And frankly, like, life isn't a stage for me. Life is very much a battleground, and I'm just trying to survive. But it did make me realize something, that, I could create a persona and I could become this other person and live vicariously through it. But is that actually living my life, or is that living somebody else's life? And I guess that's a lesson I'm going to have to figure out in the coming days, the coming weeks, and the coming months. Hold on, let me reference my phone real quick. I have exactly 370 days until I get married to Lauren. Which means I have 370 days to try to figure out who I am, so that when I stand in front of her that day, I'm the person I want to be, and there's not going to be a struggle inside me to figure that out. I don't necessarily think that would be fair to her, not even in the least. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants to do, and she's pushing forward to get there, and I'm seriously proud of her for it. But I know what I want to do with my life. I know where I want my life to go. But with a few projects I have in my lap right now, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. I might be doing something else, and frankly, I'm okay with, either fork in the road, or if I just came to take a little side detour for a little while. Because I'm willing to put my dreams on hold for this one. It's that important to me. So you know, I just hope it all goes well. That's all we can do from day to day. But I know I have to keep up and keep moving forward with what I want. Um, so I don't piss everything I've been doing lately to waste. Um, so I don't know. I've got two options for, you know, down the road, but which one's going to be more fulfilling? The one that fills my pockets with money, or the one that puts my heart at ease? Um, so, it's quite a quandary. I mean, you know, and I wouldn't call it greed. I mean, wanting to own one's or a business for oneself is, that's commendable. That's showing drive, and that's showing initiative. And it's not always about money. It's more about success, proving to oneself that you can do something and doing it. And then on the other hand, it's helping people that need it. That's the crossroads I'm about to come to. And I'd take either one of them, like, gladly or together. It doesn't matter. But that's something I've got to figure out. And with this inner battle that I've got going on right now, it's not so much do I go this one or the other way. It's more like, who do I want to be? Who are my idols? Who inspires me? What side of myself wants it more? I don't know how to else describe it. It's not so much a thirst for fame. It's not a thirst for money. It's like a thirst for knowledge. I think knowing oneself is like the greatest weapon in the world. Because if you don't know yourself, you can't truly know anybody else. Just like if you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. You can't truly love someone until you love yourself for who you are and what you look like. And I'm proud of the way I look. I'm 35 years old, and most 25-year-old guys can't even say they look as good as I do. Then again, I chalk that one to genetics. Don't ask me why. But I'm happy with myself on the outside. I'm just not happy with what's on the inside. I'm not happy with some of the things that run through my head on a daily basis. Still really leery of people of Middle Eastern descent that are openly that way. With the attire and everything like that, it just kind of puts me on edge. But then again, I don't trust people easy, at all. And I think that's closed some doors in my faces and possibly hindered me in, growing as a person. And I seriously think that's something I need to work on. Could be it. But I don't think I'm going to be friending any, old Asian women anytime soon. They scare the piss out of me, especially when they drive. I don't know where they learn to drive, but that no, that should be against the law. Um, but that's just a personal opinion. Um, I don't see myself like befriending somebody that I could have possibly like fought against. Um, Too many differences, not enough common ground. Um, I'm a heathen. I'm an infidel. Call me what you will. I'm proud of that fact. I have chosen my path when it comes to that sort of thing, and I sleep easy at night with it. Um, I've never killed anybody in the name of a religion. Um, I've never tried. I don't want to. Um, Not my deal. Not my thing. Um, but I won't knock any other religion because, you know, they just don't make sense to me. Um, well, they do, but um, I totally understand religion. I understand why people need it in their lives. But I don't understand why they take it to an extreme. And, you know, so that's just something I'll never really quite grasp uh, for that simple fact. Excuse me. Uh, but, it is the way it is. Uh, I guess we all got our own demons, so to speak. Um, I just, I just don't know if I'm ready to face some of mine. The thought of that scares me to no end. Um, Not so much facing reality as it is facing, the cold hard facts that, I'm not this person that I thought I was, that I'm not as strong-willed as I thought I was. It's it's kind of a kick in the jaw in a lot of respects to find out you have flaws and have them pointed out and have them pointed out by you. Um, it's kind of a mental gut check, you know, and I just I've been having to deal with that last couple days, last couple weeks. Um, so it's it's kind of a it's kind of draining um, to sit back and do a self-assessment and look back and kind of pick out your character flaws that you like and you don't like, and then you got this other side of yourself and pick out the character flaws in that persona, uh, and then pick out the good qualities and find out that most of the good qualities in that other person are the ones that you wish you had. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's stressing. It's, I don't know how else to describe it. It's surreal. It doesn't feel like it should be like, I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Um, Knowing that, you have these flaws and these great qualities, but they're in the negative side of yourself, the like that dark side, that side that you don't want coming out. Um, and trying to mesh these two is just bonkers. It just it's physically draining. Um, trying to make sense of it all is even worse. Um, so, yeah, that's kind of what I've been on for the last couple of weeks. Figuring that all out, figuring myself out. You know, yeah, it's been kind of crazy, kind of hectic, but I'm making it work. But on a lighter note, I went to Pirate Festival, or a Seafair Marketplace, Pirate Fair kind of thing. And at one end they had cannons, and at the other end they had cannons. So there was no escaping them, and they were doing cannon fire at scheduled times during the day. And some of them kind of got me, and other ones I was okay with. But overall, it's pretty awesome. I had a great day. I hung out with some great friends. Um, and it just, I don't know, the cannon fire just didn't bother me so much, and I don't know why. I went the last year, and they had just one set of cannons going, and it kind of messed me up. Kind of messed me up pretty good. But I kind of put myself into a check, and I don't know. It gave me hope that I'll someday be able to watch the fireworks with my kids. Am I ready to go see a fireworks show? No. Do I feel like I could one day? After yesterday, yeah, I do. Before that, I wasn't sure. So, it gives me hope. The one thing I want the most out of all of this is to be able to sit and watch fireworks with my girl and my kids, and enjoy those memories with them and share them, and do the oohing and the awing, and for that 10 minutes once a year. It gives me hope. And it was cannon fire. I like cannons. I like cannons a lot. But part of me likes the look of them more than I like the sound of them. The sound still gets me a little bit, but because I knew they were happening, and I knew what they were and everything like that, I think that made it a little bit better, but I still get freaked out by loud sounds. I had a panic attack recently at school, and I figured out what caused that. A lot of people in a very small space. It gave me a panic attack. And it freaked me out. I've never had one before. And it was eye-opening, to say the least. Like, severely eye-opening. Luckily, I have some great instructors at school. And I have some very understanding people I work with there. And then my girl, the amazing woman she is, she calmed me down quite a bit. And honestly, I'm not sure I could have made it through the entire situation um, without her. I called her up, and she understood. She didn't question. She 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 automatically just kind of knew what to do. I don't think I could have made it through the day, much less the next couple hours after my panic attack, if it hadn't have been for her. Um, she was she was instrumental. Let's put it that way. You know, she she calms me down, and I think she's the only one that can really get through that fog. Because I don't know. She's the only one that can reach me when I'm like at an extreme. Um, I don't know. She just kind of knows. But anyway, I'm rambling about my girl. Um, it's kind of weird because she's sitting like not far away and she's listening to me and she's sitting there giggling at me. Um, Oftentimes shaking her head, just face palming, because word vomit. Um, you know what? That gives me a great idea. I'm gonna do a word vomit episode one of these days. Um, it might not be serious. It might not be politically correct, but it should be entertaining. But that's not what this entire series is about. This series is about dealing with PTSD and trying to live your everyday life. This past week or so, it's been okay. That's how I mark my days. I have good days, I have bad days, and I have okay days. I've got a lot of okay days. I've got a few good days, and I've got some bad days. And that's how I mark my days. Is today a good, or was today a good day? Today was an okay day. And I think that's what you have to kind of like pay attention to, because the more okay days you have, and the more good days you have, mean the less bad days you have. Fewer bad days would be good. Fewer bad days is good. So if you have to, on a calendar, just write, at the end of the day, good day, bad day, okay day, or GBO, good, bad, okay. I just don't know how else to describe that. Because I can look back and see how many good days I've had, how many okay days I've had, and how many bad days I've had. And I'm happy to say I've only had like 2 or 3 bad days since my last video. Of course, the day I had my panic attack was a bad day. That was physically draining. I felt so exhausted afterwards. It was almost like an adrenaline rush, but not as cool. So yeah, yesterday definitely a good day. Had some okay moments, had some bad moments, but yesterday was a really good day. And I was surrounded by people I trusted, people I love. And I think that helps when you're surrounded by people that care. good day or bad days can become good days, and rock bottom days can become okay days. Okay days, okay days are great. Okay days are awesome. Um, they got their ups and their downs, but they're okay at the end. Um, so keep that in mind. Don't ever think just because you have an okay day that it's a bad day. It's not. One bad thing doesn't ruin a day. It's how you snap back from it, or how you react to it. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind it's okay to have a bad day. You know, everybody else has one. We might just have a few more. But yeah, let me update this again in a few days, and I'll get back to you guys. Until then, keep your heads on straight. Remember, there's always a silver lining.